Hey, sorry, but I'm gonna be an hour late. My car battery just died. Yeah, I gotta get a new one.
Have you ever wondered what happens to your dead car battery? Each time a car, boat, or golf cart battery dies, we replace it, and the dead battery becomes known as a SLAB.
Interesting. Who are you?
I'm a SLAB watchdog. I help make sure more than 126 million batteries are recycled each year in a safe, environmentally friendly manner. With 95 to 97% of the United States spent lead-acid batteries recycled each year, our industry is a recycling success story.
Wow, that's great.
But that success is being threatened by foreign recycling that doesn't follow the same strict environmental regulations as US-based recyclers. Unless this threat is stopped, we are risking an environmental catastrophe.
That sounds serious. Tell me more.
Let me explain. You see, a SLAB is made up of three main parts: lead, plastic, and sulfuric acid, all of which can be recycled for future use. Here's how it happens. Service stations and automotive centers collect your dead batteries and sell them to recyclers. Until recently, most SLABs ended up at one of 14 lead recycling facilities in the United States. But some companies have chosen a different path for their SLABs, one that threatens the future of lead-acid battery recycling and our environment. But let's first take a look at how recycling works in the US at the world's most advanced facilities. At the recycling facility, batteries are crushed and the lead, plastic, and acid are all recycled under strict but workable federal and state regulations. Emissions from recycling facilities as well as worker health and safety are a big concern, because the emissions can include serious contaminants. These toxins can cause cancer, developmental disabilities, and other health problems unless they're captured and processed. In the US, the Environmental Protection Agency has instituted tough standards, and two new technologies, electrowinning and WESP, have allowed US recyclers to become the cleanest in the world. Technology and strict regulations are why US SLAB recycling is definitely a green success story. But remember that fork in the road that went to Mexico? It's different there, and not in a good way. Let's take a closer look. To avoid strict domestic environmental regulations and worker health protections, some U.S. companies are building and expanding large recycling facilities in and around Monterrey, Mexico, just across the border. With batteries delivered south of the border, companies can increase their profits by taking advantage of Mexico's weaker environmental regulations, poor worker protection standards, and lower wages. In fact, these companies make tens of millions of dollars at the cost of U.S. jobs and a healthy environment. Standards in Mexico are weaker, and though we hope they're being enforced, we know that isn't always true. In some cases, batteries are being recycled in small shops or even in backyards with no standards at all. That can mean poisoned communities and serious environmental damage. Without a strict regulatory body to monitor air and water quality or a framework to punish offenders, citizens will never know if Mexico's recyclers are poisoning their environment until it's too late. When done the right way in the U.S. using the best technology, SLAB recycling creates a closed-loop process that is remarkably clean and efficient. The lead and plastic from batteries are continuously recycled, protecting our environment. And protecting our Earth is something we should all care about.
I care. How can I help stop the threat of foreign recycling?
Write Congress and tell them to make SLAB exportation illegal. Tell your local city and state officials that all batteries from government-owned vehicles must be recycled in the U.S. Buy your new batteries from a service station that pledges to recycle your old one domestically. Together, we can make a difference. Go to www.slabwatchdog.com to learn more about what you can do to help.